Hello student. In last lecture we discussed about the type of electrical faults, causes of faults and short circuit faults, and then we analyze the transient on the transmission line. We do all the mathematical things in the last lecture, and we derive the formula for transient faults and analyze the curves. Okay, so in today's lecture we will discuss about the short circuit on a synchronous machine when unloaded. Okay, so today's topic will be short circuit on synchronous machine when unloaded. Okay, so unloaded means that synchronous machine has no load, and if any type of short circuit is arise on the machine terminal or inside, then what will happen? Okay, so under a steady state short circuit condition, the armature reaction of synchronous generator produces a demagnetizing flux, and this effect is modeled as a reactance XA in a series with the induced EMF. The total reactance leakage reactance XL and the armature reactance XA of machine is called synchronous reactance XT. Okay, so when sudden three-phase short circuit occurs at the unloaded synchronous generator, open circuit condition, it undergoes a transient in all the phases by gradually reaching to the steady state condition. Okay, so the circuit breaker has to interrupt the short circuit current before the steady state condition is arise. Okay, so when fault occurs, immediately DC offset current appears in all three phase, each with a different magnitude, because each voltage wave has different magnitude at the time of occurrence of faults. Okay, so this is how at the instant of short circuit, now current is limited by leakage reactance of machine. Okay, so machine has a some amount of leakage reactance, so at the instant of short circuit, current is limited by leakage reactance of machine. Since the air gap flux cannot change instantaneously to counter the demagnetization of armature, short circuit current appears in the field winding as well as in a damper winding in the direction of main flux. Okay, so this current decays depending upon the time constant of winding. Time constant of damper winding is much less than the field winding. Thus, the during initial short circuit, damper winding reactance and the field winding reactance appears in the parallel with the armature reactance. So up to now we discuss about the what type of things is happen when any short circuit transient or a steady state part of current is arise in the machine. Okay, so during a middle period of short circuit, damper winding current dies out and it becomes open circuit. Okay, so at this instant only field winding reactance appears in parallel with the armature reactance. Okay, so during finally steady state period of short circuit, field winding current dies out and it also becomes open circuit. At this instant only armature reactance is present. Okay, so what kind of reactances are there in the synchronous machine? The reactance of synchronous machine appeared in a initial short circuit is called subtransient reactance, because all the things all the plays now what is the reactance. Okay, so because this reactance is only a factor which can control the short circuit current. Okay, so initial reactance of synchronous machine appear in the initial short circuit is called the subtransient reactance. Okay, actually double dash, and the reactance of synchronous machine appeared in the middle of short circuit is called the transient reactance actually dash, and the reactance of synchronous machine appear in the end of short circuit is called the synchronous reactance, or we can say that the steady state synchronous reactance. Okay, so you have I think all the student have the think that what is this synchronous reactance and why we study about the short circuit on the synchronous machine. Okay, so in next slides your doubt will be clear. Okay, so what is the synchronous reactance? Okay, so this is the circuit. Okay, this is the basic circuit of the synchronous machine. Here we have a EG. if it is a generator, then it generate a EMF, so we represent it by this Eg. Okay, then we have a axle, which is a reactance of winding, and these reactance is created due to the transients. Okay, because we already studied that the when the circuit is RL, in that particular case, our current is higher in the starting, then our current will start decreasing. Okay, so when current is higher, it means that our reactance is lower, and when our current is start in decrease, it means that our reactance is built. Okay, our reactance will start increase. Okay, so in three stage we divide it in a three stage. First is the sub transient portion, then transient, and then steady state. Okay, so what will happen in the portion, in the sub transient portion, when sub transient portion is there, our reactance will be XA, XF, and XDW. XA is a armature reactance, XF is a field reactance, and XDW is a damper winding reactance. So at the sub transient portion, all the reactants are present, and all these three reactants is in the parallel. Okay, so when this sub transient portion is cleared, and when a machine entered in a transient portion, our damper winding reactance will be die out. Okay, so this damper winding reactance will die out, and now only XA and XF will left. Okay, so now compare the reactance with the current, that now our circuit reactance will be increase. Okay, because when in parallel connection, what will happen in series connection is a different scenario. If series connection, if any reactance is get out, or we can say die out, then it will increase the current. Because but when reactances are in parallel connection, and if any reactance is die out, then it means that our overall circuit reactance is increase. Okay, due to, because when this parallel combination gives something reactance, and this parallel combination gives the certain reactance, then this parallel combination reactance is more than this parallel combination. Okay, so due to this, our overall XD dash is greater than the XD double dash. Okay, so keeping this mind, that the you can also see here, XD dash is a XL plus 1 upon this all the these three reactants. Okay, and XD dash is only summation of these three reactants. So our XD dash, you can also see that XD double dash is a less, then our XD dash is a more, and due to this more reactants, our current will drop. Okay, so one by one, when the each reactance is die out, our effective reactance is start increase. Okay, so at the end, or we can say in a steady state portion, only XL and XA is present, and this a combination of these two reactants will create the more reactants. XD dash is a highest reactance than the XD double dash and XD dash, and due to this, our current will decrease and become a steady state current. Okay, so short circuit on a synchronous machine when loaded. Okay, so now we up to now we discuss only that the when this machine is unloaded. Okay, now we see if machine is loaded, then what will happen. Okay, so analyze of short circuit on a synchronous machine when loaded is too complicated. Hence, several methods are used to carry out the short circuit analysis. So let synchronous generator operating under steady state condition. I naught is a load current, V naught is a bus terminal voltage, EG is a induced EMF, XD is a direct axis synchronous reactance, EG double dash is a voltage behind sub transient reactance, EG dash is a voltage behind the transient reactance. When short circuit occurs at the synchronous generator terminal, induced EMF can be modeled as this equation. EG double dash is a V naught plus J I naught xt double dash, and eg dash is a v naught plus j I naught xt dash. So by these two equation are different because in one equation we consider that the subtransient portion, then we consider the transient portion. For synchronous motor, internal EMF and reactances are similar to that of synchronous generator, except that direction of current is reverse. So upper equation is for synchronous generator and lower equation is for synchronous motor. So because we discussed the wall synchronous machine, so and equation are different for motor and generator. Okay, so that's why. So, in the case of short circuit of interconnected system, the synchronous machine, generator or motor are replaced by their corresponding short circuit models, having a voltage behind subtransient and transient reactance in series with the subtransient and transient reactance. The rest of the network being positive remains unchanged. Okay, so now we take the one by one methods to calculate, or we can say that to solve this circuit. Okay, so short circuit current calculation using a Thevenin theorem. Okay, so we use some theorems, network theory theorems, to solve our circuit. Okay, so first thing is we use this Thevenin's theorem to solve this short circuit current calculation using the Thevenin theorem. Analysis of short circuit on a synchronous machine through Thevenin theorem is faster and easy for large network. Okay, so consider a synchronous generator feeding a synchronous motor through transmission line under steady state load condition. Symmetrical fault is made at point F at the motor terminals. The fault analysis synchronous machines are represented by their subtransient reactances or transient reactances if the transient currents are of interest in a series with the voltage behind the subtransient reactances. So this will change the this will does not disturb the pre-fault current I naught and pre-fault voltage V0 at the F. Okay, so this is how we model the generator which has a EG and in series with the XDG, which is the reactance of generator. Then we have this line reactance, and this side we have a motor reactance and the motor EMF. Okay, so and this is a terminal voltage of motor. Okay, so these are two equation from the point of view transient and normal steady state portion. Then we use the Thevenin's equivalent circuit looking from FG. Okay, so we take this circuit out and make try to make the Thevenin's equivalent network. Okay, so we use this form. Okay, so we replace the source by short circuit because we want a impedance. Okay, circuit impedance. So we we short circuit the source and circuit will look like this, and this circuit will look like this. Okay, so in case of fault F through the impedance ZF, if fault is occur through the impedance ZF, then this circuit will work. Okay, so IF will be V naught by JXTH plus ZF. So according to the circuit, and put the value of ZTH. So how can we calculate ZTH? So ZTH is a simply this is the summation. These two reactants will sum. So XDG double dash plus X is the sum, and this summation and this reactants will get in a parallel portion. So we solve it like a parallel connection. So we will get this formula. Okay, so current through the generator and motor circuit will be like look like this. After finding the impedances, delta ig is xdm double dash divided by xdg double dash plus x plus xdm double dash into if. Okay, so and this is the generator and this is the motor current, both are different. Okay, so post currents and voltages, post fault currents and voltages are ig double dash is a I naught plus delta ig. This is the increment of voltage after the fault, and Im double dash is a minus I naught plus delta Im. So pre-fault current for flowing out the fault point F is always 0, and the post-fault current fault out of F is independent of load for the given pre-fault voltage at F. Okay, so steps for solving short circuit current by Thevenin theorem approach are to obtain the steady state solution using a load flow and formulate the circuit model, replace reactance of synchronous machine by their transient and subtransient values, and then short circuit all the EMF source, and then find the ZTH or XTH and compute the required currents using a Thevenin theorem. So we already follow this step to calculate our XTH and ZTH, and finally we find the current. Okay, so assumption is that all pre-fault voltage equal to 1 per unit, and load current neglected as it is a very less compared to the short circuit current. Okay, so this is up to this lecture. In next lecture we will start the criteria for selection of selection of circuit breaker. So if you have any kind of doubt up to this point, then you can comment it down. Thank you.